So basically, regenerative design as a principle is a bit of a reaction to, with climate change and biodiversity loss, something needs to really to be done, and it has came to a point where irreversible damage environment really requires design beyond sustainability. So the new travel, what travels are looking for, and they are looking for, and again, I'll touch in the discovery gentleman that was here, is looking for some authentic experience. It's not, I mean, it went beyond going on a vacation to go to a beach or to a mountain. I mean, it's beyond, it's the experience is also the character and the message that the hotel itself can pass to the users. So,
to me, the term regenerative design is a new one, I have to say. So thank you, Jose, for defining it there. And in seeing those goals in abstract on the screen, makes me think about our projects and how actually some of our projects we're delivering that on the ground, which is a really interesting process, almost like a not accidental, but working with good clients on good projects. I think it's a very natural process. And it started off with a small existing hotel called South Palms Resort, which was run very well, but it was quite a simple beach resort. So the idea was to take that as a starting point and then build a master plan around it. Part of what we were trying to do, I guess, thinking now, is that we were trying to regenerate Panglao. If people are super creative and you have the resources, we say, let's have a hut here, we'll just use tree trunks for columns, and they do it, and it looks great. And you can see all these baskets that are lining the ceiling. Those are all woven locally as well. So I think, a lot of people earn their living through this process. So it's been lovely to see regenerating the community, sustaining the community.
I would ask the two of you to have a question for each other about your projects. Jose, a question about the Panglao project, and Chris, a question about the secret Middle East project.
was there involvement of the community in when you were developing the design, and not only the client itself, but the community that was already leaving the place?
There wasn't anybody living on the site, but there's a lot of people living around the site. So I think everyone that was there has been able to find an involvement. Yeah, whether it's on a level of making stuff for the project, or hopefully traders and business people taking units in the finished product. And
what's it like working with owners now? Is the conversation all about responsibility to everyone else, or is it still fulfilling that desire for something special for the traveler? I mean, where do we fall on that line these days?
Singapore forces a lot to be sustainable, but I think still in Southeast Asia, I think still it's almost like a singular place, unfortunately. But this, again, gross generalization, and I wish, I mean, definitely there are developers that look into it in a different way, fortunately, and hopefully they will start to influence other developers more and more. Right?
Find owners that really want to drive this process. The governments won't do it, so they take it upon themselves, and particularly we find working with family groups as opposed to corporations. That's where we have a lot more success, because if the head of the family really decides that they want to make a contribution in this field, it'll happen. And they'll fight the QS, they'll fight everybody.
The fact that we're here talking about regenerative design and resilience, and talking about communities and natural systems and vernacular and natural materials is a far cry. I remember when I did an intercontinental in Joaquin many, many years ago, and it was all about, flash and beautiful stuff and big. And yet today we're here celebrating the owners who do small but beautiful, who do community and use creative ways to harness other lands that they have, other piece is to create a circular economy, because we know now hotels are not just the hotel. They are the entire experience of reaching a place, of understanding and meeting the owners when you get there.